Hello people, so it's the 3rd of January 2019, here we are. So a new year is here and a new year to do some gardening. Now at this time of year one can be rather overzealous to get out in the garden. Let's get on with it. I've eaten too much over Christmas, I've drunk too much, I need the exercise. I've been lucky enough to have been off work, if you indeed have. And you know, plenty of energy, plenty of strength, vitality to get out there and attack it. Well, just remember that the weather may not allow for that. So if you consider around here it's going to be about -3 degrees C tonight. That's about 26 degrees Fahrenheit. So not ideal germination weather. So that must be considered. But what I like to do is think and plan about what I'm going to grow. I've already got an idea in here of a few things. I'll share a few with you now. You know that I'm getting very much into the growing of geraniums, and these are doing very well indeed. And I want to grow a lot of melons this year. In fact, I indeed set some melon seeds yesterday, so we will come to that later on, and I'll tell you a bit more about my approach to that this year. So yes, so I moved the Stella cherry tree from here to outside. And that was the last video I uploaded, so check that one out if that floats your boat. But so now I've got a bit of space for some extra shelving, so that's helped a lot with regards to, you know, setting space for when it comes, and some storage space for these growing geraniums. So I'm very happy about that. Now what I intend to do today is to this area here. I'll bring the camera there in uno momento. What I want to do is have some pots here with some growing medium all ready for my melons, and yeah, so I've got an idea of what I want to do with the melon growing medium. So let's get the old camera and have a look at the old polytunnel here. So yes, looking much more rurally, it can be rather overpowering, shall one say, if one's polytunnel is not how one would like it to be, and that can be a problem. So yes, looking pretty nice and tidy all over the show, isn't it? So I'm very happy. Look at that, man, I've got some space. Space is cool actually, particularly when you want to grow things. So yes, looking down there, space, and this grapevine that looks like a load of twigs, but man, I'm absolutely convinced this is going to be spectacular, if not this year, in subsequent years. So I'm very, very happy there. Now, this is something that you may want to have a go at, or you may not. Now, what I did in here was set some beetroot, some bolt-hardy beetroot, okay? It's a good sort of traditional variety of beetroot. And so you can see 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, a seed in each one. So that's 30 seeds. And the old top of the windowsill propagator on there. So I'm probably going to put this inside. But spoke a lot about windowsill propagators. I really cannot recommend them enough for a nice sort of very cost-effective way of helping your plants germinate maybe a bit earlier. So yes, very much worth growing. So I'm quite happy with how that's doing there. Okay, so melons. Now, I like talking about melons. In fact, they're one of my favourite things to grow actually. Very satisfying when you can grow good melons. Right, okay. Now here we go. So I've got a nice big pot here. Don't know the literage, but probably 35, 40 maybe. Now I've got some interesting growing mediums here. So this here, this is lovely, this is gorgeous, this is. I was given this. It's some compost that somebody made, and it's rotted vegetables. I think you can see it's had a courgette or a marrow in there. So that's just going to be really lovely. It's going to hold the moisture well and have a lot of nutrients within it. Here I've got just some standard garden soil. So yeah, I'm quite happy using a bit of garden soil. I do like using garden soil because you know, it's freely available, and it can, you know, just to give the compost a bit more body. Because if you try to grow things in just you know, standard compost, it can be, it's great for germinating, but it, you know, the old multi-purpose can be a bit thin, water can drain through it, and it'll only have, you know, nutrients in it to last for so long. So you want to enrich your soil with some nice, you know, strong stuff if one can. So let's recap. So we got some nice homemade vegetable, beautiful compost. Got some garden soil here. Out here I've got some compost from previous projects that I've had plants growing in, so other than just slinging that on the garden somewhere, I'm going to keep that and use it as part of my growing medium. Right, so we're going to grab the old spade here and let's plan. Now what I like to do is put the garden soil at the bottom. Let you see that, look. So I'm going to put that at the bottom here. Just going to literally pick that up, chuck as much in there as I see fit. Yeah, that'll be a nice amount. I've done probably about a third in there, something like that. So pretty much enough of that. Next up, probably going to do the vegetable compost. There you go. I think you can see that quite well. Right, so oops, it's always good if you put gloves on the right hands. I like to use these gloves, inexpensive. Now they don't last forever obviously, but if you're using them for general sort of work like this, they're very good. You can, you know, if you know where to get them from, you can get them for about £1 a pair. Right, so I'm going to put some of that in there like that, look. Oh man, that's really nice, that is. Really is nice. You can almost feel the sort of power of that compost in there. What should we do? And so just got a bit of the top on there like that. So the plants really will they'll love putting their roots into that. Let's have a look. Come off. Hang on. So yeah, that's nice fibrous, nice compost. That is nice. Love these strong, dark stuff. Right, so now for the next one. I'm just gonna lift it in. See what we've got here. Just got to negotiate my way past the tripod. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whoops. So I was growing geraniums in here, but I'm going to put it in here like this. Now, melons are actually, well, you probably know this, I would imagine, like marrows, courgettes, squashes, very hungry plants. Geranium, anybody? Yeah, they're very hungry plants. So I've got my nice growing medium here of the garden soil, followed by the vegetable compost, and just this sort of multi-purpose compost that you know, I'm going to put here. And I'm probably going to be creating some sort of my own feed, you know, my own organic, natural feed, in order to enrich this as the season goes. Because you know, I'm expecting, I want some success from melons this year, because I've grown a lot of melons in the past. Didn't grow too many last year. No, in fact, I didn't grow any last year, but previous years I've grown a lot. Watermelons and bitter melons. Bitter melons are a great thing to grow. I'll link some videos about that I've done on them before, but bitter melons are a great thing to grow, just out of the curiosity factor, if nothing else. But certainly much, you know, worth looking into. But yeah, so I'm going to carry on making this growing medium. So I'm going to turn the camera off, and then we'll see what I've done at the end. Okay, so I've made filled my buckets up with the growing medium for the melons, and yeah, I'm expecting good things for the melons this year. So let's have a look. You can see how many I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 buckets. So I'll probably add to this. As I stated about being overzealous, I'm ensuring that I'm not going to be overzealous, and I'm just going to stick with, you know, a manageable amount, because of course melons are not, I mean, nothing is guaranteed, of course it's not, but melons are one of the less guaranteed crops, if you understand my meaning, in the UK. Even when grown in a polytunnel, you know, sometimes the fruit can be hard to set. You know, sometimes the weather may not be suitable even in the polytunnel. So basically I'm not going to be, you know, devoting too much time and attention to them. So I want to get my growing medium done now. This big one I'll more than likely use for the bitter melons, and I'll probably use this other bigger one here for bitter melons as well, and the other ones I'll probably use for, you know, sweet melons, watermelons, gala melons, you know, you name it, melons. So yes, so I'll show you in a mo what I've set, and quite an intriguing variety. So yes, I'm very, you know, if they do fruit, I'll be very, very happy about that. So that'll be a nice achievement if I can get these ones to fruit, because I've never grown this particular variety before. So going to put the polytunnel away now. Get a good wheelbarrow, yeah? It's a good bit of advice I can give a gardener. Good wheelbarrow, it's what you want. Makes life much easier. See, I've been working here from the old garden soil from the wheelbarrow. Okay, just something else that's quite important. I'm sure you've worked this one out for yourselves, but it's going to be very cold tonight, so well, here it is anyway. So I've covered them over with the old net curtains, you know, just for tonight. It's not good to water too much with these, you know, with these on, because they get soggy, but just the leaves get soggy. But just you know, for tonight, I mean, I've probably got about 20, 30, 40, I don't know, geranium plants under here there, and I'm growing them out of season, at least in an unheated polytunnel or greenhouse anyway. So you really don't want to waste your time, to be honest. You know, you spend all that time, money, whatever, on compost, seeds, blah de blah, pots, whatever, and then they go and just die in a frost. You don't want to be doing that. So yep, net curtains, great for this. Okay, so here you go, melon seeds. Okay, or melon seed, and it's got some really nice varieties on there, and this is the one that intrigues me the most. Prescott Fond Blanc. This is an amazing, unique French heirloom from the early 1800s. It is pumpkin shaped with a gently ribbed surface and beautiful marbled skin that starts green and ripens with an orange blush. So I'll just pan that across so you can read more about that if you will. Check out this website, I really like it, and the people that run this seem to really care. So check it out and support them if you see fit. And that's what the melons sort of look like. Beautiful, aren't they? Okay, and I set 5, although you'll see there's 6 pots in here. I reuse pots, by the way, that's why there's a price tag on there. I haven't bought one with a seed in. So there's 5 I've set here, and the other one I stuck a mystery seed in. So there we go. So in the windowsill propagators, unsurprisingly on the windowsill. Okay, so these are what you get if you order from the Real Seed catalogue. Get a nice description, get it in a nice little packet, and lovely presented seeds. Now, you get a lovely printed thing, tells you how to grow them. Now you can pause the screen if you want, but I'm growing mine a lot earlier, so I'm not advocating anybody does this. I've got some plans that will become apparent, hopefully, as I progress with the project. But you can see what the general advice is there. sow in small pots in April, May, so we're a long time away from that. But I've set mine early for a reason, so stay tuned and you'll see why I've done it. So please feel free to like, share and subscribe if you like my work. Hope everybody out there's doing well. Any questions, comments, whatever you've got, post them down below. And going to upload this video and we will speak soon. All the best.